try a short play. They'd be right to assume so, but VP do have other options.
And with Jackson Amanek taking this approach aggressively out from mid, it does leave the emphasis from the B side. Now they're going to start bringing over numbers, and James taking a bit of a duel out from long. VP, minute on the clock, showing a lot of map presence at lower, short, and at this long position.
Sanji will lean in, look to the player on the site, tap forward, can't quite get the kill. Nico is extremely low, and Amanek is dead to rights by the heart of James. Nexa backs up Nico here and continues tapping, sees that bomb on his back. Nico gets a couple of headshots in. Finally, no, the triple comes out for him, 1 point of HP. That's a hell of a start for G2.
He just makes it look easy. Multi-frag's potential, it's a 0.7 per round, which is the last out of any team in Group B.
Oh, Nico, just accurate as anything. Fantastic kill against Yakinda. Barely even giving him a chance, like just a headshot angle taken in the slightest of pixels, and simple stuff to deal with the first player out of the T-side line. It is an eco round, so G2 can make this a Nico round pretty effectively. 50 seconds for VP to act.
Well, it just comes down to try and waste time, see if you could draw out the util, draw some over peaks and some over extensions. Nico is hearing a lot of these footsteps up from short, but they're not really committing to a fight as of yet.
Making a lot of noise, though, so Nico is convinced that they are stacked heavily on that short position. He'll fall back to the A site. He does have a second teammate out towards that car position, the scout, to get involved, but Nico just swings out wide, happy to deal with Kicker, and now they deal with the rest of the T-side presence. Buster tagged, not dealt with by Amanek. Nico can finish off the job, get his triple involved. Quadra out, ace time, nice anti-eco. Nico above Hunter, but the other player is Nico, M4 in all. G2 could steal this one with 2 Deagles alone. Hunter on for his triple. Buster checking out elbow, got to check to the site. Who's he going to see? Will he catch them off guard first? Will aim punch affect him? Will it try and overwhelm Nico? Looking back towards Goose for Mars. Catches the headshot, looks for Hunter. Quickly deals with a double. And just about has time for the defuse, I want to say. I think it'll be a bit close, but yeah.
He's got it. He's got it.
He's got it. It's fine. Buster's got the 11th round for Virtus.pro. Just barely keeping that together, though. Heavy casualty sustained.
G2 would be very happy with what they were able to achieve in that round. VP just extending ever so slightly in that short position and just getting ripped by Hunter. That's an incredible display of talent. For him to get the 2 deagle kills like that, recover the bomb, get it over to the side. For G2, there was maybe a moment in that round where you think to yourself, okay, we can actually convert it, and instead Buster wins the 1v2.
Rotations at this stage, you must imagine the chances for this retake are extremely slim.
This looks unlosable for G2. With the bomb going down on the B site, with Amanek in top mid, this is a very, very difficult round for VP to work with. They get a pick, but they've still got to get themselves in a position. They don't even really have util for B.
I don't even realize Hunter's out here. Kicker's going to check it. Great kill on the first. Nexa trades it right back, however, on a 1 versus 1 as Buster gets involved. And now he's the lone man standing. M4 in hand, moving up from window. Nexa keeping his eyes on the B doors. Looking back towards window, sees that headshot and gets the double up to win the equalizer for G2. 11 apiece on
far behind.
Now VP have given up info that both players were here in the mid doors. Both sets of footsteps should be heard by Jax. Chance for the bomb to rotate and just get to a clean and open B bomb site. Going to commit via long as they try and hunt these players and try and take as much away from VP as possible. If they lose these rifles, there'll be nothing to work with him in round 15, but Buster is still going to try and win out round 26. Kill found. Smokes back down here. Nexa caught next. Buster gets his secondary kill, a triple overall, and Amanek set to clutch it for G2. In the midst of the smoke, the CT cart's walking out here to FAMAS, trying to provide some support. Amanek knows he must be somewhere around here. P250 switch towards 30 seconds. Buster sees him. Amanek gets that trade involved, and I'm on top to get the bomb down.
Just get the bomb, get it in safe. Sanji's got to try and clutch. Amanek, does he go back to the orb or over to the P250?
An all-important round for Sanji. It's all on him. Orb sees and catches before he even gets a chance. 2 kills for Amanek in what was a 1v2. Holding a hole. Yakinda and Kicker just stacked up towards that B site. Even if the G2 side do fall for this stack, they're probably going to mow through them with the rifles. It's just these USPs, just basic pistols.
It's very difficult for VP to do further damage and win this round. There could be some time stalling going on. 35 seconds left on the clock if they don't clear out this bench position.
They plant default and they don't clear out Van either. That could be a chance for Kiko to deny the bomb plant at the right moment. Nico seen first and foremost, does get caught by Yakinda, drops another 1 versus 1, sees the AWP, 15 seconds. Amanek knows he's got to try and force forward, heard of the footsteps. Yakinda's got to try and stay alive. Oh, he gets him down to 1 point of health. The USPs can still do it. Somehow, Virtus.pro, no right to win that one.
Tellement dangereux. Ah, Buster n'avait qu'à l'attendre finalement. VP reprend les devants. Sur le papier, ils sont maintenant en 4 contre 3, on va aller attaquer ce BP. Par contre, Nexa là il fait un gros stress, s'il te plaît, il faut que ça tienne, il en prend déjà un premier, n'enchaînera pas sur un second.
Amanek Jax.
Amanek, ouais, allez, duo français pour aller le faire. Le 2 contre 3, Jax il en prend déjà un premier en travers s'il vous plaît, il n'y a plus énormément de temps, on va commencer à taper la bombe. Amanek il décale sur le côté, il en prend déjà un premier, il n'enchaîne pas sur le second. Jaime est obligé de lâcher cette bombe, il a un kit et il va se débarrasser de Jax. Jaime le fait.
Sur le fil, encore une fois, on fait tomber des armes, mais ça ne suffit pas, et voilà. Je repense à hier, les mots de Lambert qui disait que voilà, dans des situations compliquées.
Tag bring out a secondary AWP is something we might see more of in Complexity going forward.
Whoa, that was lovely. Smooth and fluid set of circumstance for Poison. He's got the pick and gotten away. Already evaporates. He's on B, posting up on the apps as well. So he's already poked and prodded at one side of the 3-lane map, and now onto one of the others. It's the B apps, his next target. Not going to be going for that barrel peak this time.
He's on his own right now.
He's going to have to track the wide swing, but also be falling off, and that's lovely. Again, brilliantly played by Poison. I think he spotted the bomb as well, so that's a boatload of info as well as 2 opening frags.
They need to be careful though. They don't want to over-rotate just yet. There's still over a minute on the clock. If the bomb's picked up, which it will be, they don't have to commit to this, but OG are pretty stuck in their ways.
Well, that is an ambitious one from Poison, and he's only going to go another whole Poison. He'll finish it off with style. 4 of the 5 to the AWP of Complexity, and it's very stylish.
Great utility damage here from OG, really just softening them up before they can get close.
I want to check in on that. I actually have it in front of me. OG. See the 138 at the high end, that's from Flames.
Oh, the push, look at this. Nico just taking the ball by the horns right there and flicks around for a second. That came from nowhere, and that's going to leave Complexity spiraling. Mid is no longer their property. 3 players of Poison, JKS, and Esatag isolated. No map territory. They have a lot of time, but where can they possibly finish here? Rejigging the CT setup, OG have evacuated middle.
Yeah, and Alexi's addressing the potential for that fake smoke. You can see just quickly, quite alert and aware. Nico on the jiggle could go down. He's been caught out, and a bit of a mess of the sprays from both of them. Nico, 25 bullets, upgrades to Esatag's AK, and will use it to good effect.
Oh, they're looking Palace. I think JKS is still doing the lurk. He's able to get 1 out of his mystery location. But that's it. It feels like OG are going to...
Messy. Very messy. Poison can't hit the shot. NATO can. And Essa tag with at least 1 of the 2 required. Seems to peter out into a 1v2. Detached from the pack is Blame, and they'll be looking for your flank now. They'll be considering it. Blame doesn't pause.
Oh, the timing!
Just as he looks away.
How has he done that?
Mantu averts his gaze, and it results in a 1v1. Blame wants a weapon. He's got 2 guns. And he's also got a Desert Eagle.
Smoke. That's a bait smoke right there. It's going to lure him in.
Yeah, he's walking straight ahead of it. He's considered it. He's clearing it. And he will knock Nico's head off his shoulders. Ooh.
And the 2, like low buy rounds, the Tech 9 round, and now the 1-on-2 with the late flank right there from Blame.
Both Blame.
Massive impact in the late stages of this one. Here, look, his teammates, they've had to work hard to make this close. And the timing there for Mantu, what a nightmare.
The bait smoke from Nico, and Blame's
likely to elude him for a little bit longer, which is never really ideal. Definitely the weapon you want in that man's hands, otherwise the time I would say is a little bit wasted. They actually are going to try and just swarm on towards Flit right here. The nade, unfortunately, actually taking out 1 before he goes down. So he was at least still able to slightly delay that push and allow for Zorte to get into position. What a follow-up shot. A little bit unfortunate there, they weren't able to swing more in sync, and, well, Zorte is happily going to punish them for not doing so. 4-0, I mean, looking pretty good, I've got to say, for forZe.
Going to play up on those rafters. It's an awkward angle to clear through both sets of doors.
Top of the silo, only his feet will be showing. How much can he get done though? Zedko, feet spotted out. He knows it's the lower site. He calls in the reinforcements. Zorti now on the ramp, but he gets his head ripped off. Flit, with it all to do, has found the first. He's managed to drop bomb as well. Zedko looking a little confused, but he still manages to trade. And it's on to Almeza. 1v1 up against Oscar with just 13 seconds left. The AUG's got to get down to the bomb, and he's punished right as he drops. forZe have their 5th as they look for a couple of consolation rounds towards the death of this first half.
Yeah, as you said, fantastic timing there as you heard. Obviously, Sinners have taken damage in every single round, so their buy is terrible right now. But they're happy to just go for some crazy plays because they don't have the pressure on them. They've actually found kenzie pushing up outside as he looked to get a little bit aggressive. And I'd imagine they expected that as a response to that vent drop they went for. And also, they've just completely overlooked Jerry. He actually gets 3 of them. All headshots. It's perfect spray control on that M4. And while Shock, he is not feeling too good about that position he's being left in. Caught between a rock and a hard place with a man.
Utility out onto the A bomb site, really not sending anyone with it, and that's going to be the problem here. With nobody coming out the A ramp, they know forZe that is the fake, and Zorti can just set himself for the kill here. Clean headshot onto Zedko to open things up, and he's got the second on the spray down as well. The AK doesn't even need the deagles, he's doing it by himself, and there's kenzie chiming in with the scout. 3 quick kills, make it a 4th as Zorti triples up, and it's Oscar. A 1v5 to contend with. Zorti on the AK gets 4. The youngster brings the individual brilliance. And forZe, well, right when they were looking awkward economically, they get their 11th.
Yeah, definitely. They are actually going to head over towards A, so kind of the better of the 2 positions, you've got to say, for forZe, having at least 2 here to try and defend. And, well, kenzie, given an early opportunity, not quite able to capitalize on it. Instead, wants to push in towards the ramp, but already a kill to his name. He locks it down now with the help of Zorte, and it's just falling apart. Sinners suddenly left with only Zedko standing. He has to clutch the situation out. And he has at least brought it into the one-on-one. Bomb goes down. Off bullets fly through the box right now, and that does scare you a small bit, but it's a flash.
And I think, again, Oscar and Zedko, if they weren't in such committed positions, might have to start conceding and thinking about the save. Zedko's frag makes it even in the 2-on-2, but as the bomb goes down, do they even want to have a go at this? The money not quite there. Oscar will post himself and will hit the shoulder peak, but Zorti quick to respond. And again, it's the 1v1. This time, Zedko looking to come through CT once more. Zorti actually scoping off the angle and looking to clear his way through into the cave instead. Gives Zedko a second lease of life as he starts to sneak his way up short. Bomb already halfway gone. He's got the smoke. He locks Zorti out of the cave entirely. He's got the kit to try and stick this defuse. Zorti, what's the timing like? Through the smoke, he gets the no-scope. 6 on the board for forZe. They continue to push this T side through. About the cave and through the smoke. Flit is going to find Oscar. That should open up the plant. And it should open up the round off the back of it as well. B-Stick just hoping for a little bit more off this Deeg. Flit will walk in. Another clean headshot from him. That's an AK. And now 3-on-3 with kenzie tagged down low. They might want to give this one a look in. B-Stick is well placed in the cave. Shock still has his deagle. He'll trade the initial kill 1-for-1. And Almeza swings a little too wide. It's all Zorti on the AUG. Quick switches to the deagle and takes advantage of the low HP. Zorti again, the man who bails falls out.
That's in the minds as well of Sinners because they throw down a ton of mollies early on to ensure that there's not going to be any quick rushes. The only problem is kind of separating right now. Neofrag decides to swing out. Not going to be able to, of course, have a teammate following him up for a trade, and he's only good for 1 before going down. And that actually leaves B-Stick now in a pretty tough position, forced to just hook in towards the corner. And he actually shows himself. I was going to say, should at least now have the cover of Oscar, and Oscar's still going to make it work. He doesn't need help. It's going to be all 3 as they move up the ramp. He sends them sliding back down. And suddenly Jerry is left alone. That 7th round looking all but certain now for Sinners, unless a miracle is pulled off in this clutch.
Oscar peeks in. Oscar takes what Oscar wants. A huge round from the AWPer. 8-7 at the half. 4 him out of it. Heavy stack over towards the B side of things for this T side. Molotov to flush Zorti in towards Ninja. Nice clean headshot from Almeza to open things up on the deagle. And that's the trigger. They're going to head straight into the jaws of the beast here. Zorti, if he's not cleared, could get a lot done. Clean headshot for 1. Can't quite find the second. But the damage is on the board. The writing is on the wall. And Jerry does get that MP9 kill before he's traded down. The man advantage maintained for now. But Neofrag catches just a hint of over-aggression. Keeps it competitive. The Krieg looking for all the spray downs. Flit last man on low HP. And Neofrag does it.